It means direct awareness when it is satipatthana.
Sati means awareness, mindfulness.
For example, at this moment of touching, there is sati when there is understanding. But when there is no understanding, there can be samadhi. The ekakata cetasika arises with each moment. So the characteristic of that cetasika is to have only one object, or to focus, or to just attend to that object. That's why, because of this cetasika, ekakata cetasika, citta can experience only one object because of ekakata cetasika set that object firmly, set on that.
And in the past thought, who remember? Sati? If I remember something 10 years happened before.
It can be vitaka or sati, depending on the cetasikas which arise with them. When it's the akusala cetasika, there is no sati with it. But when kusala moment at any time, by any means, sati condition that moment of kusala.
It means they remember, sati remember?
No, sanya cetasika.
Sanya cetasika.
So they are one of the 52 cetasikas. They are not the same, but they arise together.
Yes. But there is no sati there.
Whenever akusala arises, no sati.
Like some previous life, sometimes children have some kind of that stories up to 7 or 6 years. That kind of few stories are there. They can remember the past until that age.
But it doesn't mean that there is sati. Like we can remember whatever is there before that, yesterday or last month or last year. We still can remember. Similar to the person who thinks that he or she can remember past life. But it's not like the power of jhana, which is trained to be so skilled to remember whatever have passed. And the way to have such knowledge, which is very special, has to be from this on, trace back to the moment.คุณบรรชัยช่วยดูจดเบอร์ไว้ด้วยที่สีแดงที่สีเขียวอยู่ในกระเป๋าดูหน่อยสิจิ๊บ And who can remember just a moment ago? If it's not panya, it cannot remember, trace back to the moment of birth and then after birth. Chip กับสีเขียวสิยอมรับแล้วพูดไปเลยเม็ดหมากน้ำเวลาที่มีโทรศัพท์นะกับสีเขียวรักมันจะพูดจี๊ดก็พูดได้
So that is maybe only some kind of special quality of
very special quality for one who has attained jhana so very skillfully, and they have to train for special in what way? In recollection in the past life, or the divine eyes or ears separately.
Yeah.
They cannot have all.
Yeah, that is what different. But someone who by birth some children have, it's maybe
very few and then gone. So it's not the recollection with panya. It's only memory that one has such.
At the death moment, something
we don't know, but the sankhara is there, condition each moment, collection of each, so that for some person they have very good memory of good sanya. And Vitaka can think about it because Sanya cannot think. But Sanya remember condition thinking Vitaka. If Sanya does not remember, Vitaka cannot think about that. Like now, we know this because Sanya and Vitaka think about it. But thinking is not Sanya, it is Vitaka Cetasika. That's why when one learns more about the difference of the Cetasikas, one can see that even in a moment, all Dhammas, Citta and Cetasika and Rupa is there by conditions. And this is Parami, Panya Parami. And it will lead to more kusala because Panya has accumulated to be Santana or Upa Nisya Pachya.
So in the first noble truth, means Buddha says all the whatever related to the dukkha,
Now,
all kind of.
now depending
Yes.
on what sati is aware, we cannot look for it. We cannot wish to have it because it's gone so very fast. So it depends on whether there is conditions for the sati just to arise and be aware. No selection, no choice. Because sati is conditioned to be aware of that object by Phassa Cetasika. If Phassa does not contact, sati cannot arise. That's why Cetasikas are very important to know different Cittas. Otherwise we cannot tell whether Citta is Kusala or Akusala.
So it is in brief Buddha says Sankitena Panchupada Akhanda Dukkha. Sankitena.
Sankata, which has arisen.
Yeah. Sankitena Panchupada Akhanda.
Right, all.
So only these 5
Yes.
skandhas.
Certainly. Sankata is that which has arisen. When we talk about Citta and Cetasikas in general, we don't specify anyone. But when we talk about that, like seeing right now, that which has arisen by conditions is Sankata, Sankata Dhamma, which is Sankhara Dhamma. And Sankata Dhamma is Sankhara Dhamma, which means Nibbana only. So all about now. And when there's no understanding of this, how can there be the vipassana level which can experience the arising and falling away, which is dukkha, which is the pangyana or uttiyapayayana. Because jhana is not intellectual understanding. No matter who will think and think and think about the characteristic of Citta and Cetasika, they do not appear to ignorance of thought, but they can appear just to Panya only, which has developed enough. For example, if we talk about the 6 doorways, which doorway is dark? We have to think it over. Now the world appears with light, it's the world of light. But in the world of truth, in truth, it's the world of darkness. Only this is just like a flash, like other reality, because it has risen and fallen away. And they can be thinking in darkness about what is there. It reveals the truth, like the curtain, thick curtain.
Yes.
One cannot see through what is happening now. Citta and Cetasika arising and falling away all the time. So this is dukkha. And the second truth is the cause of sankhara, dukkha to arise. So if there is still the cause dukkha still arise without any understanding. When people have intention to have panya, no way to have panya. But by learning that there is no one, there are only different realities, it will bring more and more understanding of no self. And at that moment, it lessens little by little the idea of self. And that is the moment of the second gicca of Ariya Satya, that which has to be done, not clinging to that. Otherwise, there cannot be the understanding of Nibbana, because Lopa cannot have Nibbana as a subject at all. It's quite far away from Nibbana. But people try to have Lopa to go near Nibbana. It's impossible. Less Lopa only is the way leading to having no Lopa, so that there can be the realization of Nibbana, that which doesn't have conditions to arise.
Quotes is that says Kama Tanha.
Yes.
Bhava Tanha, Vibhava Tanha. So this Vibhava Tanha, how this Vibhava Tanha comes to?
Yes. Let's talk about Kama Tanha. It is the attachment to the sensuous object through the five doorways. But when there is no experiencing of these five, because after rebirth consciousness, what arises after?